Action.
Hey guys, we're the Triple Threat. I'm Tiffany Perera.
I'm Saborio.
I'm Gianna Michel.
And today we're going to talk about
Burnout.
So I think that burnout happens a lot for students specifically because of all of the school that they are doing and all the assignments that catch up with them. Do you think that burnout is a significant thing recently, or do you think that it's always been?
I mean, I think that kids have always burnt out, but I think that it just wasn't called burnt out. People, if you talk to millennials. Yeah, that word. If you talk to those type of parents, they're always yeah, my kid was just lazy when they were 17. They just call that generation lazy, but I think it was actually burnout. But I feel since our generation is so focused on mental health, we're kind of acknowledging that, hey, maybe I'm just a bit tired.
But I think our generation has had more burnout because of how everything's advancing even more, so everyone feels like they're behind even though they're doing 50 million things. So that makes more people to be able to do more stuff, but even then they can't handle all those stuff, but they feel like they're behind and they're failures if they don't do it. And the parents don't understand that because what they see is just a kid who does a lot of activities. They don't see the other competition that's around them.
Exactly. And I think we need a lot more activities than we did when they were applying to college back then, because now all colleges are talking about some passion projects. Oh, you need to have a nonprofit, you need to find the cure to cancer. It's just impossible to get into a good college with a decent amount of scholarship money.
In college, if you're going to college, is mainly because you have a career set in mind. So then if you're going to college and you're burning out, you think you're a failure already, because then that means, oh, I can't be able to do the career I want to do. I have to be working at McDonald's to be able to suffice for myself. So I feel it's in a deeper level in college, but I feel it happens more in high schoolers, because in high schoolers, they're putting everything towards you. Meanwhile, in college, you have a specific goal that you have set. But if it happens in college, then your goal crumbles, and that's the only thing you're going for.
Yeah, I feel that's stupid. Why do we expect 14-year-olds going into high school to pick a magnet strand, pick their major, at the right age of 14? And now you're just stuck with it for the rest of your life. And then you just wake up with that's my biggest fear. What if I just wake up one day and oh, I don't want to major in this, and I have to switch majors?
I think that's a good privilege though, that you get to switch majors. I feel a lot of people focus they can't switch. That's a big thing. A lot of people stay with what they're in because that's what they're in. They don't give themselves the option.
Really?
And some people mentally just can't. They're
it's embarrassing. People feel embarrassed being oh yeah, I was in this major and then I switched to this.
They're with the weight of parents, they're with the weight of society.
I think that's another thing too. There's a lot of pressure from outside sources, especially with the rise of social media. Everybody's documenting everything. You will see who's going to Harvard and you will see who's going to MDC. And that's everybody is just on you. You're doing this, you're not doing that. So it's a lot of pressure to be something else, even though you might not be at that level, ready to be at that level yet. So it's pretty challenging. College is scary.
Do you guys think that you'll survive?
I think I'm not surviving now. I really don't. I'm not locked in. But I think I have to start focusing now because I want to go to college. I want to experience going to college and getting ready for a career. But it's just a lot of pressure now in high school. But I don't know. That's what high school's about, I guess. Not mean, but everybody's very judgmental, especially in this school, since everybody's very academic.
Yeah, everyone wants to be the best.
Everybody wants to compare themselves to you, and then that leads to.
But I think that depends on the person that you're hanging around with. Because for instance, my friend that's going to Springs, she might be academic driven, but then my friend that's going to Headley High, she's sports driven. She's in 7 of the sports that are over there, but she's not doing so great in her classes. She enjoys the sports and she doesn't really care about her academics like that. For one's nightmare might be another one's dream. I wouldn't hate doing sports, but I love academics. But for someone else, they love sports. Yeah.
I think that could easily be said about me, because when it comes to journalism, I thrive. I love articles, I love yearbook, I love doing all that stuff. But if you look at my grades, you would think that I'm going to MDC, genuinely. I literally just put all my schoolwork to the back. I think it's that thing that they say you can't teach a fish to climb a tree. Yeah, I think I'm the fish, guys.
Do you think that do you let your grades define you?
To an extent, because I really care about grades, because obviously I don't want to go to MDC, I need to go somewhere. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it gets to me, especially because our classmates are so smart and I don't think they're driven. I think they just do the work with ChatGPT, obviously. So they get good grades. And I'm just sitting here with a B and a C, and everybody has an A. So it's just damn. But at the same time, it's just whatever. And especially since our strand is so small, so that when I do thrive, nobody sees it. They just think that I'm just a loser.
And then since we're in competition, everyone's just jealous. So everyone becomes mean. Everyone's oh, she's doing this? Yeah, she needs it. Oh, she needs to do that.
No, I think my favorite thing is one thing that I noticed. It's talking to the normaler kids. like the kids not taking all these advanced classes, they see it as like a hierarchy. Like they have the strands in a hierarchy, and journalism is at the top.
What?
Yes.
You're lying.
No. A kid told me that. He was like, oh yeah, like you're the top of the food chain, like you're the top of the hierarchy.
What?
And it's like very scary because there's like all this pressure, thinking that you have all these chances, all these like recommendations, all this stuff because you're at the top, because somebody thinks that you're at the top. Like I said, it's everybody pressuring you. Because I feel like if you went to a different school, you go to a different school, like a normal school, all these people are like, oh, you're going to MBC, like that's good, like you're going to college. Like they see it as like a privilege that you're going to.
Yeah, because going to college itself is a privilege. Even if you go to community college,
Exactly.
like you're still going, you're getting a degree.
Here, it's like, oh, that's horrible. Like that's the lowest of the low. But like that's
you're a bum.
like, that's somebody's privilege. Like
Yeah. Because there's some people who genuinely like don't have time to go to college. Like they literally like, oh my god, for teen parents, like they're literally like full-time parents, so they don't even have time to do anything. I think I would die.
And then some people are just poor. Like if, like for instance, me, like if I go to college, I'm gonna have to work through college. Like my parents can't pay me being in a dorm or like me going to college unless I get scholarships. So that's another thing that people like try a lot for, to be able to have good grades and have all these good stuff so they can be able to pay financially for the stuff that they want to do.
And even with the scholarships for the academic stuff, college is so expensive. Like it's like minimum $50 to join a club. Then you need groceries because the meal vouchers are usually not enough. And then you need stuff for your dorm, and then you need school supplies. It's just like, there's no way I'm gonna have fun. And then I don't have a car on top of that, so I'm gonna have to pay for transportation. Like it's like $10 every train ride.
I think that's another reason why people try to stick with MDC or like local community schools, because it's home. Like that's where they are, so they always know that they have a backup plan. People leaving further, like if you're going to Harvard, like you're by yourself in that. Like you have to figure that out.
But I think that's good. Like I don't want a backup plan, because if I have a backup plan, I'll fall on
But
it.
I think this is also another thing that makes people so burn out. Like how we're like spiraling right now. Like we're thinking, oh, this, and that. Like that's what makes us so burn out, because we think about into the future. Because I feel like that's another factor about like the normal kids, that they just like, they're living in the present. Like they don't have time to be stressing about it. But we only think about the future. Like we are so pent up on how we're gonna be and how we're gonna be successful that we don't even think about what we're doing now.
You do good, study for the next, like it's just back to back.
And it's literally so like you never know like how much you got, because there's literally no rubric. Like it's just like, oh, if I feel like it, I'll give you these marks.
It's true.
And that creates such a burnout between us, because like we literally had like 10 exams just for 3 classes, and then not only do we have the 10 exams, then we also have to do after school stuff, then now we have to do extracurricular, now we need to do volunteer, now we need to do this and that. Some of us have a job. Like it's busy. You guys think burnout is after this talk?
Burnout is scary. Burnout is scary, and I think it happens way too often. How do you deal with burnout?
I feel like knowing yourself and regulating your environment is a big factor, because nothing is your biggest enemy like your brain. Your brain is the one thing that makes you guys crash out. Like you could be telling yourself, I'm not enough, but you're doing just fine. So I feel like your brain is one of the things that you need to learn how to be able to control and figure out how you are and what makes you burn out, and find like, yeah. Like find what you need to stop or what you need to start doing. Like meditate, go take a bubble bath or something, man. Like it really depends.
I feel like it's so hard to find who you are in high school, because we're together so much. Like our personalities.
You become one?
Yes. Like, literally.
Do you take like things from other people, like your friends? Do you think that you take?
Yeah, definitely. Because I noticed like when I hang around people who don't really do their homework, then I really just don't feel the need to do my homework. It's just like, why am I doing my homework? But like hanging around people like Tiffany's a robot. So I feel like a lazy bum compared to Tiffany, because Tiffany does all her assignments on time. So like now I've like been more consistent, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I like to see it. But I feel like that's not like me trying to be anything. Like I literally just have like an issue. Like I can't see the box. Like if I see the box, I go crazy. So, yeah, like I have to turn it in.
Oh, would you guys think burnout is laziness?
I don't think so.
What do you guys think burnout is?
Burnout is just being overwhelmed. Burnout is like...
Burnout is having enough of it, man.
In your head. Because like Tiffany said, it's all in your... Like, in reality, it's all in your head. Obviously, it's not like, oh, you're crazy. You're just overthinking. No, like, you could generally have like 20 million assignments, and you're overthinking every single assignment, and then you know that you're not finishing that. But then you have to do it.
Especially when it comes to burnout, like... Because that's something that could be controlled by your environment a bit, but like instead of like some other factors like mental health could generally be like about your surroundings or something you can't control, like who you live with or stuff like that. But burnout is like because what burnout categorizes, like in the world, or like we categorize that, is like too much going on in school. Like you burned out. Like when they're like, oh my God, you're being like this in high school, just wait till you get to college, you're gonna burn out. Like how they say all the gifted kids burn out because they're doing so much. They get to a point where they can't handle doing all that.
I think being burned out is too normalized though. Like I feel like, maybe not now, I feel like maybe it's being more like taken seriously. But I think it was very normalized. Like, oh, you're just burned out.
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
Like what, you'll get over it.
You'll bounce back. But it's like no, like I'm burnt out. Like I can't do it
anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like burnout has like more worse consequences now. Because like burnout can literally feel like the end of the world. Because we have to do so many things and we have to do it on a consistent basis to the point where it's like you miss a one step and you just like fall to the bottom of the ladder.
You feel like you're useless. Like, damn, I forgot this. Nah, I'm over it. I'm over this.
And then you give up on everything else because like that was it. Like,
Yeah, that was your final straw.
Especially if you don't have a good support system, because like if you're surrounding yourself with people who are constantly telling you all the good things that you're doing, then when you do one bad thing, it's not gonna feel that much. But it's easy to feel like, oh, I did one bad thing and then forget about all the good things that you did, because nobody like congratulates you, like nobody gives you your flowers. I feel like that's what happened with me a lot, because like I just do a lot of stuff online, because like my major is marketing and journalism and stuff, so it's not really things that you can see. Like if I was an engineer, you would see my robots, you see my inventions, but you don't. So it's easy to get, like put all that stuff to the back. So like when I get a B on a journalism assignment, it's just like, wow, you're a bum. Well, thank you guys for listening. That was a nice talk.
Yes, that was our topic on burnout.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Cut.
Yeah.